I haven't been able to touch much on, obviously, the general strike because we had a pre-record yesterday. But I thought it was amazing. I thought in shutting down the port, I got to give one of these to the longshoremen. I love it. And to the people in Oakland, sadly, things turned violent that night, not as a function of Occupy Oakland. And I don't think necessarily a function of the cops. I'm not quite sure what happened. I do know that to the extent that there was any vandalism or, and it was, look, in Oakland, it was, it's somewhat predictable that you're going to get, particularly on the West Coast, a lot of those black bloc. In this instance, it was the Oakland Liberation Front. That was, the day before the general strike, was putting around pamphlets saying, don't be pacifist, be violent. There's a certain inevitability that that's going to happen with a protest of this size and a general strike. But frankly, I think when the Oakland police introduced tear gas into the mix a couple of weeks ago, they opened up the door to this. Of course, when you start to take those tactics, you're escalating. And while the Occupy Oakland General Assembly denounced it beforehand, any attempts to violence, while you had General Assembly people guarding windows of banks to keep people from this Oakland Liberation Front from breaking them, there's only so much they're going to be able to do. And when you escalate this stuff, you're inviting escalation. It's the same reason why I'm against capital punishment by the government, because when you introduce the concept that this type of violence is legitimate in circumstances that you can justify, you're opening the door to people to justify violence when they can justify it. So when the cops throw tear gas into a crowd of people trying to help another person who is clearly unconscious on the ground, they are sending the message this is war. Violence is acceptable in rather speciously justified moments. And so it's quite clear that during the day when Occupy Oakland was in charge of this thing, was able to control it, there was nothing that happened. Although the only thing that happened was, and you could see the video of this now, it's quite clear what happened. Guy driving a Mercedes through the protest march. Two protesters stood in front of the car. Were harassing the guy. I mean, not directly, but they were standing in front of the hood of the car. The guy starts inching forward. One guy bangs on the hood of the car. And then the driver proceeds to slam on the gas and run over two people. And the police apparently interviewed him and let him just walk away, the driver. You can see the video. Was he antagonized? Yes. Show me where in the law it says that if someone antagonizes you in front of your car, and there's clearly no threat to this guy because the people were in front of the car. So he's not operating in self-defense. I suppose you could argue he's operating in self-defense of the hood of his car. But as far as I know, that is no legal defense to using your car as a weapon. And it's clear he did it on purpose. Two people had to be hospitalized, a man and a woman, because the guy just rammed through a crowd of people. No attempt to turn. It's quite obvious. You can see the video online. It's pretty stunning. It's pretty stunning they let this guy go, frankly. It's a nice Mercedes-Benz, so I guess maybe two people who were hit, a man and a woman, suffered leg and ankle injuries that were not life-threatening but required hospital treatment. It's really stunning footage. Maybe we'll show part of that now. Just rams through them.